Good morning everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers at 24/7. My name is Amanjot and today this is our 15th class on PPP MCQs. So principle and practices of banking, this is a subject of your JAIIB exam, in which we are discussing the questions related to the module A of your syllabus. Now this is the 15th class. Now those candidates who are new to the channel has not watched yet the all other sessions, all the 14 sessions related to the PPP practices, so you can watch on the Officers at 24/7. You can visit the YouTube channel of Adda 24/7 and you will find the playlist which is related to the PPP module A classes from 1 to 15, or all the classes which we have conducted on the YouTube. So before starting the session, first of all, those candidates who are new to the channel, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will be notified with all related to upcoming sessions. And if you have not downloaded yet the Adda 24/7 application, do download the application so that you will get all the quizzes which is related to your basic banking terminologies. Okay, so it will help you to practice certain questions which is related to banking. So before starting the session, let me know, am I audible to all of you and the PPT is also visible? Are we good to go? Good morning, Sheikh. So this is a dedicated batch for your JAIIB June preparation, and this batch is in English medium. You can find this batch on Adda 24/7 application. And to enroll in this particular batch, you have to check the study plan which is available on the website. And again, there are two batches which are English medium. One batch is with the Macmillan books and one batch is without the Macmillan books, and you will see the price difference between the both. And to purchase this particular batch, you have to visit the Adda 24/7 application or the website, or you can use a code that is Y496 to get 78% discount on this product from the Adda 24/7 application. Okay, so this is the general information for all of you related to the PPP subject and your related batch for June JAIIB target batch. Okay, now let's start with the first question, in which we are talking about DRT. So the first question is asking what does the term DRT stands for when it is used in relation to the recovery of bank dues. So we are talking about the term what is DRT, and this DRT stands for what? It is asking the abbreviation, and where this DRT is used. This DRT is used at the time of recovery of bank loans. Recovery of bank loans. Now what will be the right full form of DRT? Is it debt recovery tribunal? Is it debtor recovery tribunal? Is it debt recovery tariff or debt reminder tribunal? So what will be the right answer related to R, DRT? And DRT is used at the time of recovery of bad debts of bank. Now what is bad debts or NPA? First of all, NPA is a non-performing asset. Those assets of bank which ceases to generate income for the bank, that will be known as your NPA after a certain period of time. So whenever we are talking about NPA is a credit facility provided by bank to the customers at which the principal and interest is past due for a particular period of time. So when a customer is not repaying the principal and interest, not repaying the interest installment for a particular period of time, it will be known as NPA. Now what this particular period of time stands for, it is 90 days for all the other sectors, but when it comes to the agriculture sector, it is 2 harvest season. Okay, and to recover this bad debts and to recover this NPA, we use certain methods, that is DRT, DRAT, Lok Adalat, Sarfasi Act, NCLT, IBC. So all these are the methods in which we are recovering our NPA from the bank, from the public. So one of them is DRT. So Nisha is saying A is correct option. Sheikh is also saying A. Good morning, Ananta. So right answer will be your A, that is debt recovery tribunal. Right answer is your A, that is debt recovery tribunal. Now this is the method of recovering bank debts from the customer. Now the higher authority above DRT stands for DRAT. Now DRAT stands for debt recovery appellate tribunal. Okay, so the right answer for the first question will be your A option. Second, NPCI is promoted by which of the following? Here we are asking about NPCI. Now what does NPCI stands for? NPCI is National Payment Corporation of India. National Payment Corporation of India. Okay, National Payment Corporation of India is NPCI. It was developed for the retail payment transactions. So it maintains all the retail payment transactions in country. It maintains retail payments in the country after RBI has given the permission under the Payment Settlement System Act 2007. So RBI has the right to provide the authority to any institution to work in India as a payment and settlement system. Okay, so NPCI got the permission from Reserve Bank of India under Payment Settlement System Act. So which of the following will be the right answer related to NPCI promoted by whom? Is it SEBI, is it RBI, is it Adda, or is it Government of India? What will be the right option? A, B, C or D? Okay, everyone is going with the B option. That is RBI. Right answer is correct. That is B, RBI. RBI and Indian Banks Association both has established NPCI. Okay, if we are asking who established NPCI, then RBI and Indian Banks Association both established the NPCI. Okay, now there are certain products which is related to NPCI which is very important. Let's say for example UPI, BHIM, Aadhaar enabled payment system, Aadhaar enabled bank account, then IMPS, RTGS. These are the certain NFS, National Financial System, National Financial Switch, National Automated Clearing House. So these are the certain things which are, these are the certain methods which is used by the individuals or government or corporates to perform the retail payments in the country, which is the product and services given by NPCI. Okay, so do remember the product and services of NPCI. There are many services which is provided by NPCI. Now when it comes to the retail payments, NPCI have a kind of monopoly in the country. To eliminate the monopoly of NPCI, RBI has introduced the new umbrella entities in India. Till now, no new umbrella entity has been established, but already application went to the Reserve Bank of India to start a new umbrella entity, and this new umbrella entity will help to eradicate or eliminate the monopoly created by NPCI. Okay. Now, the third question is asking about when a company issues shares to a selected group of investors, which is neither a public issue nor a right issue, it is called. So company is issuing shares for the public, but not for all the public. Not everyone can purchase that particular security or shares. Only a selected group of investors will be able to purchase these shares, will be able to purchase these securities. Now what this issue will be known as? Is it bonus issue? Is it preferential issue? Is it private placement? Or is it qualified institutional placement? What will be the right answer? A, B, C or D? Question number third. A, B or C? Good morning, Ashutosh. Those candidates who are live in the session, do like the session and also share with your friends and colleagues who are preparing for JAIIB June target batch. Ananta is saying B, preferential issue. Okay, what about rest? Ram is also saying B. See, we are talking about that the company is issuing shares for a selected group of public. It is issuing shares for a selected number of people only. They are able to purchase the securities. They are able to purchase the shares. So the right answer will be private placement, in which company issues shares for a certain 50 to 100 group of people, and only those people are able to purchase the shares. So right answer will be private placement. When we are talking about bonus issue is the issue in which company is providing shares to the shareholder at free of cost. Okay, when the company is providing share to its existing shareholder at free of cost, it will be known as bonus issue. When it comes to preferential issue, in the preferential issue, company issues shares with the fixed dividend. The dividend is already fixed and pre-decided that how much dividend will be provided to the investors, and they will get the first preference. They will get the first preference at the time of wind up. At the time of wind up or at the time of payment, company gives first preference to the preferential shareholder for the payment or for the amount paid at the time of liquidation of the company. Okay, private placement is for a selected group of people. When a company is issuing shares, it is known as private placement. Qualified institutional placement will be done by the qualified institutional buyers. Those buyers who are qualified to invest in the capital market, who are qualified to invest in the share market, will be known as qualified institutional buyers. It can be commercial bank, primary dealers, NBFCs, etc. So only those particular investors or buyers can invest in the qualified institutional placement. Okay, so the right answer for the question number 3 will be your C, that is private placement. Next, check comes under which section of NI Act 1881? Under which of the following section check is defined under Negotiable Instrument Act? So first of all, what is negotiable instrument? Negotiable instrument is an instrument which is able to transferable. So negotiable instruments are those instruments which are transferable from one person to another to make the payment. Okay, to make the payment. So those instruments which are transferable for the payment purpose are known as negotiable instrument. It can be negotiated from one person to another. Okay, and there are 3 negotiable instruments which is defined under the section 13 of Negotiable Instrument Act. That is first, promissory note, second, bill of exchange, and third is your check. So in which of the following section the check is defined under Negotiable Instrument Act 1881? Suri is saying D, Devasis is saying D, Ram is saying D, Nisha is saying D. Do make sure you are writing the question number with your option. Okay, everyone is going with the option number D. Right answer is 6. Section 6 is the right answer. In section 4, promissory note is defined. In section 5, bill of exchange is defined. And in section 6, check is defined under the Negotiable Instrument Act. And in section 13, it has defined what are the negotiable instruments and which of the negotiable instruments are present in the banking industry. Okay, so right answer will be your section 6, in which the check is defined by the Negotiable Instrument Act. Next, the RBI revised the PSL target for RRBs too. So what is the current PSL target for RRBs, which is revised by Reserve Bank of India from 60% PSL target? So earlier the target for RRB used to 60% for the total PSL. But now the 60% target has been replaced to which of the following targets? Is it 45%? Is it 50%? Is it 75%? Or is it 85%? Now when it comes to PSL, what is PSL stands for? PSL stands for Priority Sector Lending. These sectors are those sectors which according to Government of India and Reserve Bank of India needs improvement, needs development. So all the sectors who require development and improvement according to government and RBI are specified under PSL sector, priority sector lending. Okay, and there are total 8 sectors which is defined under PSL. Now it is a very important topic for our exam. PSL targets are very important. We have to cover the targets for domestic bank, for foreign banks, for RRBs, for small finance bank, for every bank. Okay, and the sub targets we have to discuss, we have to cover, that is how much target is for agriculture, what is the target for micro enterprises, what is the target for small and marginal farmers. Okay, so all the targets are very important related to our exam. So everyone is going with the C option, that is true. 75% target is right now the target which is given by RBI to the RRBs. Now same target is for a small finance bank. Small finance banks have to give total PSL amount of their 75% of ANBC or CEOBE. When it comes to domestic bank, it is 40%. When it comes to the foreign banks who have less than 20% 20 branches or more than 20 branches, they have different target. One has domestic banks target, that is 40, and other has the different target, that is 40%, but year on year basis. Okay, so when we are going to discuss the PSL, we are going to discuss in the detail that what is the different target for the different banks. Now next question is asking about CAR. What does CAR stands for? What does CAR stands for? So before moving forward to the session, do like the session and share with your friends and colleagues. And also the important information, those who join late, The JIIB English Medium Target Batch already started on Adda application from 16th of April, in which we are already covering all the 3 subjects, and also there are 2 batches English Medium, in which one you will get the Macmillan books and in which one you will not get the one Macmillan book. So if you are planning to buy a certain batch for your preparation for JIIB June batch or June exam, or you want to qualify for the first attempt, or you do not have to waste your time in R&D, then you can definitely check the particular batch which is started from 16th of April. Okay. So what is the right answer for the 6th question? Everyone is going with the A option, that is capital adequacy ratio. That is true. So whenever we are talking about capital adequacy ratio, Basel committee comes in the role. Now Basel committee is the committee which forms international banking regulation, and these international banking regulations should be followed by all the banks in the countries who followed the Basel committee's rule. Now the Basel committee in the Basel Accord 1 has introduced the capital adequacy ratio. Now capital adequacy ratio is the kind of ratio which is maintained by all the banks as a percentage of their risk weightage asset. So the formula of capital adequacy ratio is total capital will be divided by the risk weightage asset of that particular bank into 100. So according to this formula, each and every bank have to calculate capital adequacy ratio, which percentage will be given by the Basel committee. Let's say when it comes to CRR's cash reserve ratio, all the banks have to calculate their CRR on NDTL. Every bank will maintain a different CRR reserves with RBI because every bank is having a different NDTL with themselves. Similarly, capital adequacy ratios, interest rate or how much capital adequacy ratio have to maintain will be given by the Basel committee, but each and every bank will maintain a different amount as a percentage given to them because each and every bank have a different total capital and a different risk weightage asset. So capital adequacy ratio was introduced by the Basel committee in the Basel Accord 1 and it stands for capital adequacy ratio. We have discussed the formula also, and it is also represented CRAR. It is also represented as CRAR, that stands for capital to risk weightage asset ratio. Okay, so right answer for the 6th question will be A. Next, in A and BC, what does A stands for? In A and BC, what does A stands for? Is it agriculture? Is it additional? Is it adjusted? Is it asset? Now when it comes to PSL target, if you have to follow the PSL target, you have to fulfill the PSL target. Now the percentage of PSL target will be came from the adjusted net bank credit or CEOBE, whichever is higher. But when it comes to monetary policy, when you have to maintain the reserves, the percentage of NDTL will be maintained. So when we are talking about PSL, A and BC target will be maintained. When we are talking about monetary policy, NDTL's target will be maintained. And when we are talking about Basel norms, the percentage of risk weightage asset will be maintained. So do remember where we are using a term, that is in PSL we are using A and BC or CEOBE. In monetary policy we are using NDTL. In Basel norms we are using risk weightage asset. So right answer will be very good, that is C, adjusted net bank credit. A and BC stands for adjusted net bank credit. So right option will be your C option. Okay, it's a limited it's an amount of credit which is adjusted by bank to provide to the customer. So after maintaining all the reserves, a certain amount of credit can be provided by a bank as a loan to the public, and though that amount will be known as your adjusted net bank credit. Okay, now next question is holidays of banks decided by. Elaborate what, Sheikh? Are you asking about A and BC? So first of all, A and BC stands for adjusted net bank credit. This adjusted net bank credit is the amount of credit which is adjusted by bank after maintaining all the reserves related to CRR, SLR, capital adequacy ratio, or we can say the withdrawal or day-to-day transactions required, short-term liabilities requirement as a cash. So after maintaining all the reserves, all the limited all the required cash transaction for day-to-day transaction, after maintaining all this, banks are ready to give loan to the public, and that amount will be known as adjusted net bank credit. Okay. Now, what will be the answer of the 8th question? In which of the following act the holidays of bank is explained or decided? Is it Bank Nationalization Act? Is it RBI Act? Is it Banking Regulation Act? Or is it Negotiable Instrument Act? Okay, so everyone is going with the option number D, that is Negotiable Instrument Act. That is true. So Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 defines holidays of bank. Now Bank Nationalization Act came into effect in 1969. Banking Regulation Act came into effect 1949 and RBI Act came in 1934. Okay, so the right answer will be your Negotiable Instrument Act. Next. Which of the following statement are incorrect regarding Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana? So the question is related to your government scheme in which we are talking about. Which of the following statement, let's take it correct statement. Which of the following statement is correct? Answer related to Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. The first statement is saying the scheme will cover expense for primary health care. Second is saying the scheme will be cashless and paperless at public hospital and empaneled private hospitals. Third statement is saying the benefits only includes pre-hospitalization expenses and not post-hospitalization. 1 second. What will be the right answer? Let's see. We are talking about Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana and we have to give the incorrect statement here. Okay. Do answer according to the incorrect statement given below. Answer according to the incorrect statement given below. What will be the right answer? Very good. The right answer will be A and C. Both are incorrect. When we are talking about Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, it is the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, in which not the primary but the secondary and tertiary healthcare services will be provided. Okay, secondary and tertiary healthcare services will be provided under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Primary healthcare services are provided under the health and wellness centers. Let's see Ayushman Bharat. If we are talking about Ayushman Bharat, under Ayushman Bharat we have two components. First component is health and wellness center. Second component is Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. So in health and wellness center, primary services related to healthcare will be provided. In Jan Arogya Yojana, secondary and tertiary services will be provided. Okay. Now, when it comes to third option, it will not only provide pre-hospitalization, but it also provide the post-hospitalization expenses. The right answer will be your D, A and C are incorrect. Only the correct statement is B option. The B option is the only correct statement. Okay, so right answer will be your D. Next, the union government has reduced the minimum annual deposit requirement for accounts under the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana from 1000 to dash. So what is the minimum annual? What is the minimum annual deposit limit under the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana? Is it 750 rupees, 500 rupees, 250 rupees or 150 rupees? What is the right answer? Now, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana was introduced under Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign. So, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign came in 2015. So, the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana came in 2015 January. Under this scheme, the girl child's account will be open up to the age of 10 years. There will be only one account of a one girl child under Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Okay. And there is a limit of minimum deposit and maximum deposit in a year. So when it comes to minimum deposit in 2015, Government of India introduced this account with the minimum annual deposit of 1000 rupees, but in 2019 it was changed and it came to the 250 rupees in a year. So now the minimum investment should be done by parents or legal guardians in a financial year will be 250 rupees, and the annual maximum target is 1.5 lakh. So minimum 250 deposit is mandatory in a Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana in a year. This is a target for a financial year in a year, and maximum you can deposit only 1.5 lakh in a financial year. So these are the target which is given by Government of India to deposit or to invest under the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Okay, so from 1000 we have reduced it to the 250 rupees. Do remember this. Clear? Now in the account in Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, the one account will be opened by for the one girl. Not more than one account can be maintained for a single girl, and the account will be maintained by the legal guardians or the parents. Okay. Now these are the total questions which we have discussed. Now let me know out of 10 how much we have done correct. And those candidates who are live in the session, do like this session and also share with your friends and colleagues who are preparing for JAIIB so that they will be able to watch after the live session also. Okay. And if you have any doubt related to the PPB series or PPP module A series in which we are discussing MCQ, if you are not able to ask in the live class, you can comment in the video. I will check the comment and I will answer your query. Okay. Now those candidates who are new to the channel, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notified at every time when the new session is coming on the office at 24/7. Okay. Now one important thing is the English medium batch is already started on Adda 24/7 from 16th of April. There are two batches of English medium. One is Macmillan book and one is without Macmillan book. So you can check Adda 24/7 application. You will find the study plan there, that how we are going to cover your syllabus for the June exam target. Okay. Now to enroll in this batch, you have to go to the Adda 24/7 application or website, or you can use the code Y496. After using this code on Adda 24/7 application, you will get 78% discount on the price or any product you are purchasing. If you are purchasing the Mahapack, JAIIB Mahapack, CAIIB Mahapack or combined Mahapack, if you use this code, you will get 78% discount. Okay. So that is all for today. Very good, Sheikh and Anantha. You got 9 out of 10. That is a very good score. So that's all for today. Thank you all for watching and stay safe.